We are live. Here we go. All right, there we go. Good. Come on in. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the Proudmasculine live stream. April 8th. April the 8th. What's up, Chan? I had a great day, man. Long day. Chest and tries, huh? Nice. What did you do? What movements? Dumbbell bench, incline, with some tricep presses. Good. Come on, everybody. Come on in. Come on. Let's get this show going. In honor of guys tonight, I'm going to drop some golden gems up in here. I'm going to drop some gems in here about from meeting a woman to setting up a date. And the best way to do that, some gold tips. So let's get the chat filled up and we'll talk about that. I'll go into how to fast track and secure a date and what to do in the in-between. From walking up, getting the number, to being on the date. I'm going to take you through that. We'll do the abbreviated version, but I'm sure we can have some questions for clarity. So, we'll get into all that. I'm giving that to you live tonight. Gold, you hear me? What's up, Black Knight? Good to see you back. Coming in a good night. I'm going to be dropping some gems up in here. Some very useful stuff for you guys out there dating. Yes, Carrie, I absolutely do believe in God. Do you? Here in the Proud Masculine community, we're God-fearing folk. I believe in God and I give God all the credit for who I am today and where my life is. What's up, Thanos? Oh, nice. Good. You Southern Baptist, where do you live in the South? Everybody, come on in, y'all. Come on, hit that like for me when you're coming in. Or if you're just sitting there and kind of parked. Yep, so am I, Carrie. I'm from Louisiana. What part? North, south, east, west, what? God says, I believe that God has a purpose for everybody, that he will provide a special spouse. Amen. Had to get my dog back. She got out of the yard. Shreveport. Yeah, I'm way down at the bottom. New Orleans. Good. I got some Louisiana folk in here. Good stuff. Yeah. Can't fake that accent anywhere, huh? It stands out like a sore thumb. Shout outs, you need a super chat, Andrew. People say shout outs. What does that mean, actually? Louisiana. See, here's the thing, guys. Let's take an example of what Andrew, Mr. Green, just did. Can you shout me out if I subscribe and like? A better way to approach that is you say Louisiana? Yeah, y'all country. Come in, support the channel, provide value, then ask for something. Like you come in fresh out of the street, like trying to negotiate and bargain with me. Like, can I get a shout out if I like and subscribe? Why don't you like and subscribe and say, hey, I liked and subscribed. Can I get a shout out? But I'm going to tell you the same thing. Same thing applies to everybody. It's super chat. Contribute something before you ask for something. You know what I mean? I think that's rude and entitled. Like I get these guys calling me, telling me, these guys emailing me about, hey, I can do this and this and this and this and this. My price is great. It can't be beat. Like, show me some work. Show me what you can do. Why? What makes you stand out from all the other editors and the messages I get from people who can do my editing and my YouTube and my Instagram? Show me something. Show me your product. Yes, I do like Gator. Yeah, I don't know what the deal. Like, what does a shout out mean? Do I literally just say the person's name? Or I don't know what that means. Well, you come in out the gate asking for something. That's a very entitled mentality. And I find people like that show up everywhere just to see what they can get. Never worried about contributing or what they could offer to the situation or what they could offer. It's all about what can I get from you for nothing. Kimpachi. Not much, champ. Just about to get started on here. He says, this is how I know if they're kids or not. Because if you're an adult, you have permission yourself. But if you're a kid, you have to ask your parents. Yeah. No, Patriot, I am not interested in coal mining. But thank you for the offer. Well, good. We got enough people in here. I got to get this started. It's 8 minutes. It looked like a bunch of people dropped out. The algorithm is still dealing with me. Y'all, I have a Telegram open to be able to send the links. Not everybody's getting my notifications that I'm going live lately. I'm not going to replay the whole thing that happened a few months back. A topic that I'd gotten into that obviously was not in good standing with the higher ups. They didn't like to hear what I had to say about this particular sect of people. And yeah, I've been suppressed. But it is what it is. You know, we're going to work our way through it. In the meantime, I formed a Telegram group. The link is in the description. That you can actually just join the Telegram group. It doesn't cost anything. It's just every night before I start the live, I put the link in the Telegram and you'll get the Telegram notification. That way you know I'm going live. And it helps build the community. You know, if you meet somebody in the chat here, there's a place where you can exchange information and talk to other people in the community. I think it's cool to have. Good. Thank you, Darren. Some people aren't. We'll go do it right now, Black Knight. Go do it while you're thinking about it. It's in the description of this live. It's in pretty much all of them. Sometimes I don't put them in the description if I do something while I'm driving. Like I do a spontaneous live stream, I won't fill the description up. Yes, Carrie, I work out. All right, we're back. I do work out. All right, well, let's get into the topic. I'm not waiting anymore. This is for the fellas in here. I'm going to give you some value here, some top-notch advice. Yeah, Darren, you know that's usually the best time. When something pops in my head and I actually have a minute, when I'm on a long drive or something, I just get to turn the camera on and flow. But that's how I do all my streams. I don't have planned content. I don't have notes, and the stuff I speak that I speak from life experience and from the heart, free thinking. I don't have anything mapped out as an itinerary of, oh, I'm going to go over this on this day, this on this day. That's not how I do my lives. Now, I do have structured content that I do pre-recorded. That's a little bit more thought out, but not my lives. My lives are, off the cuff, and I like it like that. Not only is it authentic, it's real, it's good. It could be something that I'm personally have experienced, or somebody in my network is going through. And I feel the need to share it with other people, because chances are, if I've been through it and dealt with it, or if these other people are going through it and have gone through it, what's the chances of somebody else going through something similar or going to at some point? And the chances are likely. So I just take the opportunity to share it and get it out there, All right, well, we're down to one in attendance. What's going on, Elite? I see you, man. Well, thank you, Black Knight. Salute to you, sir. Now, I do talk about life. Because let's face it, times are different. If any time more than now, strong, like-minded men are needed to collect, inform. Every man needs a place to go where they can express their ideas, their thoughts, their troubles. Because as a whole, being a man in this world, nobody really gives a shit about you. Nobody really cares. And the problem is that there's so many people that are out there uninformed that we may rely on just because they're friends or because they're close or because it's convenient. And you get fed some bad information about things. Being a man today in society is not the easiest thing, but it never was easy. And that's okay. We're not looking for easy. We just want something to lean on. Men go through hard shit too, And men don't have access to the same outlets and resources as women. That's just a fact. And not only that, we deal with and process our things differently. True masculinity is not steeped in, complaining and expressing. It's about taking action. It's about identifying and solving, right? Taking action to solve a problem. And the way society has guided men today is to you need to express your feelings. You need to do. They try to treat men and women the same through different. So when a woman gets depressed and a man gets depressed, it's depression, but the answer is different. When a man and a woman break up, it's different. When a man runs into something stressful and he's overwhelmed, he's going to deal with it differently than a woman. It doesn't help a man to talk and go on and on and on about his feelings, and because we don't operate based on feelings. We operate on logic and instinct. And if we have a logical path forward, this is why you see you have to learn how to communicate and understand women so you can identify with something and solve problems with women or get somewhere or be able to understand. See, because as men, the way we handle things is we apply logic and reason to it. And when men are taught to apply your feelings, how do you feel about that? It's not solving anything. It's just making you feel something. And if there's one thing I can tell you for sure is a man should never, nobody really, should make a decision based on how they're feeling in the moment. That's a bad road. What's up, KC? I hate KFC people. Yes, you may. Please do. Please share a Bible verse. I would love that. Thank you. I'd be honored to have you do that. So this is a place men get to come and bounce some things off. I also have one-on-one coaching. I get a lot of men that come in there that need to solve problems. Some men who are a little lost, especially in their younger years, and not sure which way to go, not sure about their identity. They're not sure what to do with all this turmoil welling up. And it's coming out in negative ways, whether it be the corn addiction, corn problems, alcohol, drugs, isolating, being antisocial, and they're not in alignment. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how to process and deal with that. Nobody's there to show them a path forward and to tell them, hey, don't be ashamed of yourself, because let's see. All right, you got a Bible verse here, Leviticus 20:13. If a man lies with a male as a woman, they have committed an abomination. The two of them shall be put to death. Their blood guilt is upon them. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Anyhow, this is a channel to help men, a place where men can come and identify and build a group of build up a group of strong, like-minded men who are moving in the same direction under the same principles. And that's so important, that men have a place to go, a group, a tribe. And men are now, they're taught, like, man up, deal with it, like, hold your stuff. That's not healthy, to isolate, because you're not going to have a healthy perspective. Sometimes when you're in the thick of it, seeing the forest through the trees, and you're in the fog, you can't see clearly. All you can do is really process based on the information you have, what might be bad information, and the way you're feeling in the moment, which is overwhelmed, hopeless, depressed, lost, anxious, fearful, ashamed. A lot of men deal with shame. It's because of the way society has treated men that led up to this. I'm telling you, you should be ashamed of yourself since you're a little boy in school. Be still, Billy. Look at Susie over there. She sits still like a good person. They make you feel like shit about yourself because you have aggression and energy. And the way you express that is by releasing that aggression, by competing and running around and burning off steam and burning energy and calming yourself. And a lot of little boys are taught that they're bad boys because they don't listen. Or bad boys because they can't sit still. Or you're a bad boy, you can't concentrate. Here, take these drugs to make you better. I had a friend of mine, and this breaks my heart. He used to tell his son, that was just an active kid who was on ADD medicine, which is the, what is that shit called? Well, whatever it's called, the ADD medicine, Ritalin, and there's something else, Adderall. That here, you have to take your bad boy medicine. That's what they used to tell this little boy. You have to take your bad boy medicine, because he was full of energy and loved to explore and loved to run around and he was a very curious little boy, liked to touch things and ask questions. And oh, it kills me that somebody would tell their child that, take this bad boy medicine. What kind of message are you instilling in that young man? How is he going to grow up viewing himself? That he was a bad boy because he acted like a man, just like God intended him to, because nature built him that way. And there's a reason. And instead of giving that amazing little boy an outlet, a creative outlet to express his energy, they call him a bad boy and made him take medicine. Just, God, can you imagine that? And we have a whole generation of men growing up with that mentality. I'm a bad man because I'm interested in sex. I'm a bad man because, I don't want to go to school and I can't sit still in a classroom. I'm a bad boy because I don't express my feelings like a woman. I act like a woman. And what's up, Blue? What's up, Rodera? Well, that's right, Elite on the Beat. Most people don't care how you feel. They just want results. And look, and that's okay. We're not here to feel sorry for ourselves either, fellas. I'm going to tell you that now. We're here to do something about it. And that's okay. This is why you build a tribe of men who genuinely care about you, a tribe of like-minded men who can help you through some rough patches, and you be available to help another man. It's not all about receiving. There's it's a therapeutic and healing value in giving back. The reciprocal nature of a relationship, a strong male friendship, steeped in honor and trust and love. And you don't see that too often, and there's really no space for a man to go and say, hey, I'm stuck. Oh, I've just been divorced. Oh, I'm not dating. I don't know how to date. I'm scared. I'm a virgin at 20-something, and because they've been told to suppress their sexuality. You want sex? Ew, you're bad. It's not bad to want sex. It's not bad to want to have sex with a woman. That's not bad. It's not evil. That's nature. That's the way God built us. And I just think it's awful, the message that's sent to men these days about how inferior or less than they are if they act like men, if they respond to their true nature, their true masculine core. We're born with this shit. This isn't behavior. Now, there are learned behaviors that go along with being a man, but the way we are by nature is not anything to be ashamed of. It's an amazing thing. It's the reason why we are where we are. Darren says, I want to see this. It says, just recently I had one of our Pastor Cares, went out for coffee with me to ask how I was doing personally in my faith. I will say this, that I'm surrounded by good, solid Christian men at my church who surround me with their love and respect, and ask how I'm doing on myself. That's awesome. Ryder said she took ADD medicine. Ryder said she took medicine when she was in her 20s. I don't know what drugs feel like. That made me feel incredibly nauseated, like I could run a marathon at the same time. Can't imagine how kids feel. It's awful. It's awful that you would give a child methamphetamine. Think about it. You're raising fucking drug addicts. You're rewiring little kids' brains. How can you justify that? Why not open recess back up in schools and let little boys run around? Not every kid's going to learn the same as every other kid. There is a such thing as individuality. Some people are built different. Some people don't respond to certain things. I was one of those little boys. I was very sharp, still am. I just don't learn like most people sitting in a classroom like that. Like, I like to talk about it. I like to put my hands on it. I like to experience it and attach to it where I can understand it. And I was always shamed for that. I was shamed because I like to wrestle, and I like to play sports, and I like to run around and play tackle football. And, I was always made to be felt like a badass, a little badass kid. Why are you so bad? Sit still. I couldn't. I wasn't built like that. Black Knight says, as I got older, I realized men have to protect their girlfriends, their crushes. If you don't protect them, they're probably not going to want to be with you, because my friend and his girl broke up because he would not protect. I don't know what capacity you're talking about, Black Knight, but men are protectors. That's part of the contract, brother. protect and provide, but don't forget you protect and provide for somebody worthy of that provisioning and protection. You don't just give it up for anybody. There's got to be something there that you're protecting and providing for. And a lot of these women these days think they deserve that just because they showed up to the party, not because they offer anything back. Just being treacherous. But I want a man who makes this and makes this and makes this. Yet they let themselves go. They run around sleeping with a bunch of men. They can't offer anything, encouragement or stability. They can't do simple shit like cook and run a household. But they expect that guy, you know. They have all these standards, and when a man says, well, I have standards too. I want a fit woman who's compliant and likes to suck dick and, you know, keeps a clean house for me when I get home and cooks dinner and is able to bear my children and raise my children. Like, wow, what are you, some kind of misogynist? You know, then you're labeled as some kind of misogynist pig because you have standards. And that's the kind of shit I'm telling you they try to make you ashamed of. And I'm telling you, don't be ashamed of that. You have to hold yourself in higher esteem and just put yourself in a position where you're not settling. And that's what most men don't understand. And in society today, it's not taught like that. Chicago, here we go. I have to laugh. Why straight people worried about gay people? So let's with the Bible verse for Casey. The Bible condemns gluttony. Verses like Proverbs 23:20-21, which warns against excessive drinking and eating, starting with that drunkards and gluttons become poor. See how that works? Yeah. My brother is gay, so worried about what grown men do in their bedroom. I don't really, hey, look, KFC people, she's welcome to say what she wants here. That's not unfriendly. You got to say your piece. She can say her piece. She's been around here a long time. I'll run my channel how I see fit, KFC. You got to say your piece, she's saying her piece. Don't be offended if you can't take it. Let's see, it's a stimulant. Put the kids in sports. That's the whole thing, Rodera. Let little boys be little boys. What's up, Mac? Let's see. I'm going through the chat, y'all. Hang in there with me. You lead on the beats is very true, Casey, but that's school for you too. Notice how in kindergarten is real colorful. By the time kids are in high school, it's like prison in every sense. Absolutely. Schools are an institution run by the state. They don't run schools to promote. They run schools to create worker bees, robots. Public school was formed by a very rich and powerful man who needed people to work in his assembly lines and corporations. It wasn't designed to bring out the best in you. It was designed to program you to a certain way of thinking. And yes, I remember seeing my son in school. I took my son out of school. When he went to high school, he went to a private school that had a whole different curriculum. It was a very upscale school that promoted individualism. They had a lot of opportunities. You can pick your own classes. Everybody had different learning styles. They had private tutors for free. Like it wasn't like this militant, you know, class A, class B, walking a straight line. Everybody, well, they did wear uniforms. It was just an all-boys school. Chicago said, let's go with the word. I'm well-versed. Provide and protect, but women will respect their man. Men will love the women like Christ loved the church. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but I have a girl who doesn't do anything and leaves me up to the work she's getting dumped. There you go. Here we go. Ephesians, baby blue with a little bit of love. Fathers, don't frustrate your children with no-win scenarios. Take them by the hand and lead them in the way of the master. Amen. Very good, sweetie. Well, I don't take it as disrespect towards me. I'm all about the Bible here, and I'm also people being able to think what they want. Chicago's been coming around here a long time, and she contributes a lot. She's not just some hanger-on with simple ideas. She's one of the few good ones, you know. The rainbows always want everything to be the center of everyone's life. God is in the center of my life. Well, look, as far as Darren, I think the chances are good. She's about character and morals, and she'll show that. If she's about status, you'll know right away by the vibes. She sure does. I had to forget the channel settings to top all messages, so I didn't see that. Chicago says, elite, not true. My brother is a selfless person and would give the shirt off his back to a stranger. That's your insecurities of wanting to be the center of attention and not being so. Yeah, you see, I can't base one, I can't put a whole class of people in one, based on one small group's actions and opinions. Just like they have this LGBTQ radical crowd, there's a radical Christian crowd, there's a radical white people, there's radical black people, there's radical men, there's radical women, there's radical Muslims. That doesn't mean across the board that every person is like that. I know gay people. I'm friends with homosexuals. I don't, what people do behind closed doors is their business. I respect you for who you are and what you do and how you treat me and treat other people. Your sexual preference and I don't really care. I don't even think about it that much, to be honest with you. There you go. She said, my brother and his lesbian friends do not agree and are not a part of the transsexual group. I know a very wealthy, down-to-earth, strong gay guy, and he doesn't back any of that shit. This dude's just about his life. He treats everybody well. Yeah, he likes to bang guys. I don't get it, but he's a good person. He's a good human being. He doesn't go running around showing his ass and like pushing his ideals on people. He's one of the most likable people I know. So I'm not going to judge every gay person on the planet because of the LGBTQ idea that narrative that gets pushed on you by the mainstream media. Do you realize the mainstream media's job is to divide? That's what it is, y'all. They're not going to show you the normal day-to-day shit. They're not going to go in a neighborhood where it's integrated with all types of people in it and interview people and they say, well, I see your neighbor over here. Is that? Like, so what? That's my friend. Yeah, he's a Democrat. So what? What does that mean? Like, am I supposed to be against him? Well, aren't you offended by his ideas? Aren't you offended? Doesn't his way of life infuriate you? I said, no, not really. His kids play with my kids. They come over for dinner. We talk about shit all the time. We just have different political views. That's simple. Same thing across the board, whether it's race, sexual preference, religion, none of that matters. Yeah, they have nut jobs out there pushing agendas, but they have nut jobs. I consider myself a Republican, a conservative. And they got nut job conservatives that don't belong talking to people. But that's the people they're going to highlight because that's the people that get the attention. And it's all about division, fear and division. That's all it is. Negative sells. Negative news, negative relationships. That shit sells. That's what brings rating. That's what gets ads. That's what gets eyes. And that says a lot about humanity. Why not just pretend like you don't know anything about people and just treat them like human beings and not worried about who they're sticking their dick in or what God they pray to, what political views they have. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Yes, giving kids medications not with parents' consent. That's what I say. Leave the fucking kids alone. She said, laughing my ass off, Proud. The way you said that made me holler. The way I said what? What did I say? That'll make you holler. Like, you know what the problem is with me, but you're putting words in my mouth. I won't entertain it. Should we follow God's words with no questions asked? No, I think everybody should ask questions, obviously. Baby Blue, you ever don't let black get your goat. We know your heart, an amazing person. Baby Blue, I'm not going to discourage my kids' dreams. I don't know if I have kids. Do you think you can't? I don't care, but I'm not going to just discourage my kids' dreams. I don't know what that means. Guys, what are y'all getting so sensitive for? Y'all let these women ruffle you up too damn easy. There was a dad whose child prescribed hormone medication for gender dysphoria without his permission, and he lost his mind. And I would be coming for blood if somebody had messed with my child like that. That's evil. Those people should be put in jail. Darren, what are you worried about your cousin? Live your own life, and you're worried about him. He's not worried about you living his best life, I'm sure. Okay, my cousin is gay. He's married to another guy. I don't like it. God says it's a sin. But I can't hate him for that. I just have to accept them for that. Well, Chicago, I mean, on the other side, people are entitled to their views. If that's how they feel about gay people, let them. That's not hurting anybody. The way you said he just likes to stick his stuff in other dudes. Oh, okay, yeah. It happens. That's out there in the West Coast. There's no way that would happen in the South. No, that would not happen here. Some of the cities in the South would probably try that shit, but as a whole, it won't last. You can have whatever opinions you want. I'm not judging anybody. My thing is, leave fucking kids alone. Do whatever you want. Because they're insecure men. Getting mad because no one agrees with their views. Imagine a few women online getting them that upset is laughable. There you go, fellas. Jim Laconi. Solar Jim here from the Ozarks of Missouri. Nice, man. I drove through the Ozarks. Beautiful country. I also got a ticket by a state policeman. And I got a gun pulled on me and put in my face. What's bad, never said anything to this person, and I'm the messed up one. All right, y'all, squash your beef in here. I came here to talk about how guys can get chicks' numbers, and I haven't done anything like that. We're already 40 minutes in. Born and raised in Chicago. I'll bet you did have to move, Jim. Thank God Trump passed a bill that they can't do trans crap on schools anymore. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And that's my whole thing. Just don't force your ideologies on other people. Live your life, live the way that suits you, and leave it at that. People are going to make their own decisions. Obviously, if it's day-to-day stuff, who cares? I mean, if there's an opportunity for something where you see there's really harm or, something along those lines, obviously you want to interfere, but Trump is going hard for the state I live in because our governor tried to go toe-to-toe with him. Good. And you see, the whole thing is these states and all, and these little small sects that try to challenge, like, the majority of people don't even want that. I'm telling you, the majority of people don't want their kids being indoctrinated in schools. Roderick said, "Oh, I know, guys can get my number. Approach me nicely, of course. Not now because I'm spoken for, but if I was single." Well, I was going to drop a little gold on these men tonight to help them out. To streamline the getting the number to being on a date. Jim says, "I'm 44. I'm looking for a cougar, not a 20-year-old. I get the ladies at the grocery store, then lay flooring, fix the roof, and lay pipe." Well, if you're doing more than laying a pipe, you're doing too much, brother. What tone? What did I say in what tone? I'm tired. I don't know what you're talking about. What did I say? I like masculine, old school men. Can tell in 2 minutes if a man is my kind of man or not. I'll bet. A sweet thing. And all you fellas in here arguing with Chicago, I don't think y'all know how fucking cute she is. She's a catch, I tell you. I have Chipotle stuck in my damn teeth. I keep doing, y'all gotta pardon me. I can't stand having shit stuck in my teeth. I stopped eating right here and I immediately went into the thing instead of flossing my teeth. Let me see something. Let me see something here, y'all. What's your opinion on the vax? Chicago said she ain't here to play. I don't have a type. I like them tall, short, don't mind a chunky man or a thin guy. Don't care about color. Do care about teeth. That's important. People don't understand that. You can be all kind of good looking and you smile and all jacked up. It's all it takes is one thing, fellas. Bad breath, some jacked up teeth. You might have a booger hanging out of your nose. You could have everything going for you, and one thing to turn her off. If it's brand new and she sees that, you're probably not going to get another chance. So pay attention. Okay, by the way, I read your comment. Chicago says, I'm almost 30. I don't date to waste time. I'm dating now for a husband and a future father of my kids. Chicago said she ain't come here to play. Either we fucking doing this or we ain't. All right, KFC, you're getting a little pushy. I was getting to your question. I was trying to find a way to reread it. Did you not hear my beginning? I'm shadow banned right now, brother, because of some words I said about a certain group of people. And you're talking about all this vax and stuff like that. Now, obviously, do I look like somebody who supports that? I would never allow them to do that to me. I think the whole thing was a lie and a hoax, and I think it's actually like deleting people slowly. Not to mention what it's going to do to infertility in these kids that they don't know what's going on yet. All the data's out. That shit was horrible. Never should have been done. I think it's awful. Well, that's what I mean. Let me tell you something real quick. I go to jiu-jitsu with a guy whose teeth are covered in this shit, and they look green. They got a greenish tint, and you can just tell it's heavy with plaque. This dude's grimy. I can't stand to even be around him. No, you see, hygiene, overall hygiene says a lot about a person. It subcommunicates a lot. If you keep yourself all ratty looking and you got bad breath and you ain't kept, it just sends off a message like I have zero respect for myself. I do not care. That's not attractive. There's no way is that attractive. Darren, okay, guys, got to run. Have a busy day tomorrow. Sorry about this. All right, Darren, good night. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. See you. Within 2 minutes, you can tell if a man is your kind of man. Not true. If you're not praying for a husband. Yes, I have gotten the coronavirus. I've gotten it. I also had several doses of anthrax, Japanese encephalitis, smallpox. The military injected me so much, and I'm normal sometimes. Damn. That's right, baby blue. They got the Cheetos teeth. Why was I shadow banned? Well, you know this class, this type of people who like to do inappropriate stuff with kids. It's along the lines of a PDF file, if you can catch my drift. I was talking about those people in which it happened to people who inappropriately interact with children. How I really feel. And I wasn't even aware. I wasn't doing my lives that long before I expressed that. And I kind of got into what they deserve, that these people are subhumans. And YouTube apparently didn't like my take on it. Because I said what type of existence. And the fact is that these little children are less protected than these predators are. That these predators get more protection than the little kids they harm. That burns me up. That's the lowest of the low. If you want to do the R to women and touch kids, I've got nothing for you. I don't think you deserve to be alive. And I don't wish it quick and easy either. Honestly. That's a sore subject for me. Hold on a second. So that's what it was, KFC people. I had a little discussion about that one night. Guess we call it more of a rant than a discussion. And I wasn't happy either. Well, so much for my topic tonight, fellas. Y'all have to come back in tomorrow. We'll talk about it, I guess. We'll have I'll do a more focused show on that. It's going good. I'm tired. I just got home from jiu-jitsu and I ate a big old plate of Chipotle. Now I'm sleepy. But I'm sleepy and horny. So I'm in a dilemma. Do I go to sleep? Do I wait for Mrs. Proudmasculine to get home? What do I do? What do I do? I think I'm going to wait up. But I'm good. I had a very busy, productive day. And I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. I got to be up early. I got a lot to do. Which is fine. That's just the way it is. Like every day. I don't know why that's any different. Wait, duh. Yeah, wait. It's my love's birthday this week. Sometimes people go through worse and finally overcome it, become the smartest people. Think of military people specifically. Basically, they always know how to spot out. My line of work is I own a construction business. I'm a trainer. And I'm a live streamer. I'm a YouTube guy. I help men. I don't know what to call that. I certainly will tell her. I don't know if she wants me telling her. All right, Elite. Good night, man. Thank you. I am going to stay up. I was absolutely kidding. I'll catch up with it in the morning, one way or the other. Yeah, she doesn't like her birthday. She doesn't like the fact that she's aging. I mean, she's sexy as fuck, but I know how it is. There you go, a mentor of sorts. That's why military become CIA presidents, bodyguards. The problem with me is when I was younger, I didn't trust my gut, but it's hard when you're 21 and younger. Not if you seek God, quiet king. Let God be your voice. Well, guess what? I don't know where it went either, but it just keeps it going, doesn't it? Good night, Elite. The voice of truth. There you go, baby blue. Y'all, I had to start wearing my glasses pretty regular. I haven't worn them in years, but my eyes hurt lately. Yes, God revealed to me my purpose. Guide me to your will. Give me the strength and courage and the wisdom to recognize your will and the strength and courage to carry it out. Show me, lead me, guide me. What's up, Tripathi? DT, on, he said. We're about to get off. Been on for like an hour now. I'm kind of fading, y'all. What's up, Ayush? Yeah, and I still got to take a shower. I got swamp nuts from jiu-jitsu, sweating. I didn't really do too much tonight. In jiu-jitsu, but I still sweat my ass off. Yeah, you're late. It's 54 minutes and 17 seconds. That's how long I've been on. Love how he describes stuff. Who? Who are you talking about, baby blue? Ayush was getting his study on. Good, man. Hit them books. What did I say? What did I describe? I'm loopy, y'all. I'm tired tonight. I'm telling you. Coming here, got everybody arguing. It's all good, brother. I'll definitely say hi for you. It's all good. Oh, swamp nuts, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Swamp ass. Getting all sweaty. I got them tight little undies on with that hold everything in place while you're doing athletic shit. And I got this heavy gi on. My gi is soaking wet. Matter of fact, I got to go take it out of my bag. There you go, the Cajun bowl, the real bowl. And, you're running around, you're doing shit, yet it's just crazy. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. All I seen was I look up and y'all two's going out, or he's telling you something about something. How does one obtain a membership? Go into the description. Roderick, can you post that link, please, like you did last time? The link is in the description. It's the first. It's the first option in the description. He cussed at you. Who cursed at you? I didn't see anybody cursing at you. I'd have kicked ass in a second. Why didn't you boot him then? I didn't see that. If somebody's cursing at you, you're an admin. You can boot them off the channel. I wouldn't have never tolerated that. There you go, KFC. There's your link. I saw y'all were disagreeing, but I didn't see any cussing. Oh, look, there you go. He said F you and left? Who was that? Who was that again? Who was that? I didn't see anybody tell you that. You know, if I'd have saw that, there's no way they would have stayed in here. Black Knight. No, that dude's not welcome back here. I had no idea it got into that. Is that the one talking about his kids' dreams? I saw that part. Supporting his kids' dreams. I didn't see the FU and stuff. That never would have flown with me. So I never said anything about not supporting his dreams. I don't know. It was kind of going on and on about shit. I wasn't really paying close attention. I had a bunch of other stuff going on in the comments, too. Rabish gave me 60 rupees. Big man. Thank you for the donation, brother. Much appreciated. Learned on here, if you go to sweating, switch all messages. It's always on top messages. What is? Everybody, some W's in the chat for Tripathi. With the 60, I don't know what currency that is. Oh boy, that's crazy. Baby Blue seems kind of nice. Baby Blue's a sweetheart. It's Indian rupees, so I had it right the first time, huh? Well, thank you, man. Much respect, much love, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Bob, she's a sweetheart. Believe me, if I'd have saw somebody tell her that, I would have, if they come back, they're not welcome here. You can't come on here and lose your shit. Support for the channel. $5 big 5-piece for Baby Blue. It's in the description. KFC people. Hold on, let me see something. Well, I can't enter anything. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I can't put anything in here. I promise you there's a link in there. I put it there a little while ago. Ask, somebody bought one on here the other night. Bought memberships. The W's in the chat for Baby Blue, y'all. Shit, fill it up. I'm muted. How you like that? I never did that before. That's strange. You see the money sign down at the bottom of the chat. Yes, I do see it. But that's for, you can buy the membership there? I thought you had to, I thought that was for a donation. Are you sure that's how you do it? Because when I was approved for the memberships, oh, at the bottom it says, I can't see the screen y'all see, so I don't know what I'm looking at. So I don't really know. I have to take your word for it. My screen is different from y'all's screen. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, KFC. You can join the Telegram. But I have the link for, I don't know. I don't know how to tell you how to do it, man. See, look, Rabash Tripathi, he just bought a membership. It says membership gifting. Hit it, then scroll down to the bottom. It's $3.99. Black Knight, you're not welcome here anymore, brother. Get the fuck. There you go, Baby Blue. He's out. He has some balls to come back in after saying that. Night's already gone. Baby Blue gifted a membership. There you go. Oh, Bob, New Jersey's a gifted membership from Baby Blue. How about that, y'all? Bob, New Jersey. Now it's official, y'all. He's a member. Awesome. That was sweet of you. Thank you, Baby Blue. Spreading some love to the channel. Oh, to gift it, not to purchase. Okay, all right. I don't know what that means. I don't know how all this stuff works. It's gifted a membership. I don't know how you do that. I don't know anything about it, y'all. I just put it up there as an option to grow the memberships, to have a members only section for the channel. I want to start doing lives for members only and content that's just for members. I don't know how it works, y'all. I thought you had to view channel, hit join. Join is where you purchase memberships. I don't know. Oh, it said B-Rabs. B-Rabs, Tripathi. B-Rabs. They're not in here all the time. They've been here before. Well, y'all, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. I'm on my last leg. I got to take a quick shower, too. Go get myself prepped and ready for what's coming. You know what I mean. All right, everybody. Good night. Thank you for coming in. If you have not yet, hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Join the Telegram. Get a membership. donate, whatever you got to do. Help the channel. Help us grow here. For work in the morning, huh? Yeah. I got some work to do tonight. Like you said about having nasty teeth. Imagine what your nasty down there is like. That's no good. Even though I've found that me being sweaty, she's even more turned on by that than if I get cleaned up in cologne. I don't think it has anything to do with your subscription, KFC. Oh, yeah, it should be a sin. Doug said, you're from Canada. I ain't from no Canada. Yeah, it should be a sin. Clean that thing up. Both of us don't need to be smelling it. Ah, boy. All right, y'all. I'm out. Thank you, everybody, for coming in sincerely. I'm fading. I'm tired. Great live tonight, too, by the way. A little controversy. Got to talk about some good stuff. Had a little bit of God in it, which is always good. I'll see y'all tomorrow night.